It tastes amazing. There's 17 grams of protein in here. I mean, you just can't go wrong with this right here. Every time you go to now sauce your food, there's 50% less calories in your sauces. Those add up. I wish they had a public IPO in the stock market. I would definitely invest into it. What is going on, guys? It is Joe, and welcome back to a brand new YouTube video. Okay, welcome back to a full day of eating. However, today's full day of eating is a little bit different because today's video comes from a suggestion in the comments of my last video, the man of X-Man, and he says, you should do a video where you explain how we should approach high-calorie days with the holidays, for example, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's. No doubt I'm about to be having a couple of 10K cal days. How should we prepare for them? Do deficits the next day to compensate for surplus in calories? Should we enjoy these special days with family and just eat how you were normally eating the next days, or how you personally approach holidays with food? Just an idea. And I think that this is actually an excellent question because it's November right now. Thanksgiving is around the corner. Christmas is around the corner. New Year's is around the corner. And all of these days revolve around, families getting together, having big, massive meals, typically around high calorie dense foods. And typically this time of year is when people fall off the wagon when it comes to health, fitness, nutrition, working out, everything like that. And so I'm gonna give you my tips and tricks as far as preparing for these days, preparing for just high calorie days in general. So today I'm gonna show you how to prepare for a cheat meal. I think I've mentioned this on my channel months ago in one of my Breakfast Club episodes where people ask, how do you prepare for a cheat day, or what is the best way to go about that? And today I'm actually have a cheat meal for you and show you what I do to prepare for higher calorie food days. Now, personally, I don't know what I'm gonna eat today as far as like a cheat goes or a higher calorie meal. And really a cheat is just like going over in calories. It's not necessarily like foods you can or can't eat, because there are always different ways to alter your foods to make them lower calorie, right? If I want to have a pizza, I can make more of an anabolic type of pizza where I just use lower fat cheese, I use lower fat pepperoni, I use a flatbread instead of like a full on like doughy like crust. And I get somewhere close to a pizza so I can still enjoy it, satisfy my craving, not necessarily going super high in calories. So really a cheat day is when you're just going higher in calorie. It's not necessarily like cheat foods I would per se. So my protocol usually for any type of cheat meal or cheat day, on the day of, I know I'm gonna have a higher calorie day. Typically this is what I do. If my normal eating schedule is set up where I have 5 meals a day, right? I'll go meal 1, meal 2, meal 3, and then the last 2 meals, I'll just have that as 1 meal. So instead of eating 5 meals, I'm having 4 meals now. And that 4th meal allows me to have more calories. So I'll start by eliminating 1 meal out of the entire day just to have more calories. And I'm a lot safer that way when it comes to my overall food intake. If I have just all 4 of my meals and then I go super high on the last meal or super high on any one of these, then my calories automatically gonna shoot up. But if I start by eliminating calories by excluding a meal, then that saves me loads of calories. So tip number 1 is to basically have 1 less meal than you normally would. That's gonna allow you to save more calories. As the day rolls on, as we go meal by meal, I'm gonna give you more tips how to properly execute a cheat day or a cheat meal. As the day goes on, I'm gonna give you more tips within every meal on how to properly execute a higher calorie day. As for breakfast, what I'm having right now is a green smoothie, French toast. This is the same smoothie that I drink in the last video. Those that wanna know that's in the smoothie, I have about 1 cup of celery chopped, 60 grams of cucumber in here. I have a serving of baby spinach, so 85 grams. I have 1 apple, 1 serving of frozen mango, and then 1 serving of Greek yogurt as well. I put a couple Splendas in there, blended it up, and this is what you get. Fruits, vegetables. It tastes amazing. There's 17 grams of protein in here. I mean, you just can't go wrong with this right here. When I'm on prep, I probably wouldn't drink something like this just because I'd rather just eat that food like whole because it's a lot more filling. But off season with my meal, this is amazing. It's still very filling. But I know if I'm leaner towards the show, I would definitely want to just eat that food how it is. But for those that struggle to get in fruits and vegetables, this is a great way. It tastes amazing. You can't go wrong. 5 slices of French toast. I mean, look at the presentation on this, right? I chopped it up, put a little sugar-free syrup in the middle on that bad boy. I mean, just pick it up, dunk it, and Can't go wrong. Everything here, you're looking around 890 calories. Overall macros, 82 grams of protein, 126 grams of carbs, 14 grams of fiber, then only 5 grams of fat. So super low fat. It's really high in carbs, but it's because I have like fruits and vegetables in this thing. I have bread here. I mean, it's a higher carb meal, but 82 grams of protein. It's a lot all in one meal, but 890 calories. First meal of the entire day, I typically eat a lot higher in calorie than the rest of my meals. So I'll start with a bigger breakfast, and then as the day goes on, I'll eat a lot lower in volume of foods, except for tonight when I get that like cheat meal, of course. But on my normal schedule, I eat big, like a king for breakfast, like a middle class person for lunch, and like a pauper, like a peasant for dinner. So that's kind of how I prioritize my eating. Anyways, I'm gonna eat this, and I'll see you guys as the day rolls on. Alrighty, so here we are with tip number 2, and that is to basically not neglect cardio, and in fact do extra amounts of cardio. So typically for me, I do around maybe 20 to 30 minutes on average per day when it comes to my overall cardio. This is resting from the weights, so I'm not gonna hit any weights, but I am going to do around 30 minutes of cardio in my garage on the treadmill. And right now, I'm actually doing a little bit extra amounts of cardio. So I just ate a meal. I'm gonna go for about a 10-minute walk, move that food around, help with digestion, burn some extra calories. And after every meal of the entire day, I think I'm actually gonna do some form of cardio. So just get that food moving, just as well as burn extra calories. So if you can do more cardio to burn more calories, that's gonna allow you to eat more calories. So on days where you eat more calories than usual, you're at least doing something to help compensate that by burning extra amounts of calories. So tip number 2 is to not neglect cardio, in fact, do more. So I'm gonna get some steps in, and I will see you guys in the next meal of the entire day. So what we got going on here in the next meal of the entire day is 2 protein pizzas on Mission carb balanced tortillas. These tortillas are super high in fiber, roughly 15 grams of fiber per tortilla, as well as a bowl of Smart Pop popcorn as well. What we have on the pizza is, of course, just pizza sauce, 1 serving of that, fat-free cheddar cheese. On this Eve's veggie pepperoni, I usually use turkey pepperoni, but this right here is 7 grams of protein, 45 calories per serving, as well as 96 4-ground beef, 2 ounces on each pizza, so 4 ounces total. Calories of this meal is 685 calories, so it is lower calorie from breakfast. Total calories of the entire day are 1575. Overall macros for the entire day, 150 grams of protein, 226 grams of carbs, 53 grams of fiber, and then 21 grams of fat. Also on the side, having a Pepsi Zero Sugar, no calories, no problem. Number 1 for preparing for the holidays or the big day, right, is to reduce the amount of meals. So if you eat 4 meals that day, you have more calories to play with. Don't neglect cardio, do even more cardio. After that first meal, I went for a walk. Do my regular 30 minutes of moderate intense cardio later on today. Get in extra activity when you can. The more calories you burn, the better. You're gonna be intaking a lot of calories in and around the holidays. Next tip I'm gonna say is make the easy swaps. And so this is something that can be applied beyond the holidays, right? These are tips that you can use any regular day that you eat higher calories, or if you're struggling to take some weight off, right? Doing more activity and making simple swaps are very easy ways to start losing weight and keeping it off. What I mean by easy swaps is that if you drink any type of regular soda, right, switch to diet soda, right? You're reducing your calories so much in that area. Like a regular can of soda is like 150 calories. This is 0. You're literally reducing your meal now by 150 calories, which is huge. In the long run, those add up. If you eat like 80-20 ground beef, eat a leaner version, 93-7. If you like regular pepperoni, use like the lower calorie pepperoni, either veggie or turkey pepperoni. If you like butter on your popcorn, use like a spray butter or like Pam butter spray instead, and then season it to make it taste better and reduce the amount of calories that you're having every single time you go to eat. Switch out your sauces, right? Regular ketchup, right? No sugar added ketchup, 20 calories per serving, 10 calories per serving. There's 17 grams in a serving in here, there's 16 in here, so they're equivalent in weight per serving, but you're reducing it by 50%. Every time you go to now sauce your food, there's 50% less calories in your sauces. Those add up. Cheeses, right? This right here per slice is 21 grams, 80 calories a slice. This right here, 28 grams in weight, right? 45 calories. You can literally eat more for less calories. Making a simple swaps is gonna save you hundreds of calories. The less calories that you eat, the bigger deficit that you're in, the more weight you're gonna lose. So in and around the holidays, these simple swaps add up, and it's crucial to losing weight, keeping it off. That's something that can be applied year round as well. That's enough talking. Let's go in for a little bit of a taste test, shall we, on this pizza. Whenever I make like an anabolic pizza, I like folding it up like a taco and just going in like that. Going in with some popcorn as well. I've shown what I've seasoned my popcorn with before, but literally this is like ranch popcorn seasoning. They come in like all kinds of different flavors. Helps just add more flavor to the popcorn, especially when using Smart Pop. It's not loaded in butter, so if you want more flavor in there, use that instead. Saves you calories, helps you stay lean, all that good stuff. I love ground beef on anabolic pizza. So good. Do a little bit of garlic powder on there as well. Garlic powder, one of my favorite seasonings of all time. I use it on like everything. Anyways, I'm gonna eat this and I will see you guys as the day rolls on. All right, what we got going on here is a Greek yogurt ice cream bar. I'm having this as a pre-workout snack. I didn't really plan on working out today. Somehow last minute calling an audible. I'm gonna go hit some back with a friend of mine. As the pre-workout snack, I'm having a Greek yogurt ice cream bar. 100 calories, 5 grams of protein. That's one of my favorite snacks. Overall calories for the entire day are 1675. Overall macros, 155 grams of protein, 241 grams of carbs, 53 grams of fiber, and then 23 grams of fat, as well as taking 1 scoop of Greg's pre-workout. I like that because there's only just 1 scoop. It's a little bit later in the day. I don't want to blast myself with 2 scoops of caffeine and then be up all night and can't sleep, and then I get a crappy sleep, the whole thing. I'm gonna eat this, drink this. I'm gonna go hit a back workout. I'm not gonna bring my camera. I honestly didn't plan on going to the gym and working out at all, and I forgot to charge this camera. I'm gonna hit the gym, I'm gonna come back, and I will see you guys in the last and final meal of the entire day, which is gonna be the cheat meal. I don't know what I'm gonna get. I'm just gonna get something just kind of high in calories and call it a day. So I'll see you guys when that happens. Alrighty, so we are here with the last and final meal of the entire day, the cheat that we're having, and we went with some In-N-Out. If you are from California, especially Southern California, you know that In-N-Out never fails. It's, you know, one of the best of all time. People outside of California though, like Southern California, are not too big of fans. I don't know what it is. It's not like a place where it's like it's not really a fast food restaurant that is like, I think, highly desired outside of Southern California. We just have a special place in our hearts for it, to be honest with you. And personally, I love In-N-Out. It's part of my 10,000 calorie challenges, and both of them that I've done for this channel. It always has, it always will be. I wish they had a public IPO in the stock market. I would definitely invest into it. What we got here is 2 fries, 1 regular, 1 animal style. Special sauce on there. A double-double, grilled onions, no tomato. I went with more carbs because I feel like around Thanksgiving and holidays, I'm more of a carb individual. Like, I like potatoes, I like, you know, mac and cheese. I'll have some ham and some turkey, but not as much as I will carbohydrates. The key with In-N-Out is to eat the fries first because they get the coldest fastest. Adding on the regular fries, some no sugar added ketchup. Save some calories where we can, you know what I mean? So, hit a back day, as well as I did 30 minutes of post-workout cardio. Usually I'll do 20, so I did a 10-minute warm-up and a 30-minute post. So I did a little bit more cardio than I usually do, plus the walk, just to get in more calories burned where I can. That way, when I indulge in more calories, it doesn't do as much damage as if I didn't do the cardio at all, or if I did my normal routine. As far as calories go, I'm not even gonna track it because, like, on Thanksgiving, I'm not tracking calories. Like, that meal, like, how am I gonna estimate the homemade stuff that's, like, you know, calorie wise? Like, I can take a wild guess, but, you know, just don't even bother. Really enjoy that meal. Animal fries is what is that? The spread, the onions in here, oh man, the cheese, it doesn't get any better than that. Fries done. Let's go get cracking on this burger right here. Last bite of In-N-Out going down the hatch. Before I end the video, I had to give a couple shout outs to people who left some comments in the last video. Igor Uskavensky, this is very fun to watch videos as far as who I am sub to. I got you at the top spot up there. Keep on the grind. Strong deadlifter AF. thank you, man. I appreciate it. This is from BG. Dude, you're on the grind. You post very consistently. Once the algorithm hits, you'll be seeing easy subs. I appreciate it. Road to 1,000. We're still on the road to 1,000. Whether we hit it by the end of this year or whenever we hit it, we're chasing that 1,000 subscriber mark, our first like really big milestone. This is from B. Joe, you should talk on why you are natural and if you would ever do PEDs. A good topic to bring in viewers. I'm gonna address that, right here. I've addressed that in the past, as far as like why I'm natural, why I was taking any PEDs, even though I do compete and I've competed in non-drug testing shows. The reason why I'm not on any PEDs right now is because, number one, I'm so young. I'm 22 years old. I just turned 22 in September, and I have a lot of time to grow, and I haven't even hit my genetic limit as far as how good I can get or how big I can get or how much muscle I can have, and how at the same time while still being single digit body fat. And right now I think that if I start using PEDs now this young, then it's gonna limit just exactly how much benefit I will get out of PEDs if I were to wait when I'm a little bit older. I want to compete in natural shows for the next couple of years. I just remain as natural as long as I can and milk out my natural gains before ever doing any PEDs. And another reason why is because just of health in general. We've seen a lot of young people in the fitness industry. Now I mean by young, 30s, 40s, that's still young. The average lifespan in the US is I think in the 80s, so it's 50% of their life is gone. And all of them have one thing in common, and that is PED use. So is PEDs the direct cause of their death? Maybe, maybe not. But PEDs are not necessarily healthy. They can take some years off your life. And if I wait till I'm older, if I save some years of my life by doing that, then I want to do that. That's mainly one of the reasons why I just don't use PEDs, because I don't want to abuse them, shorten my lifespan. And I just have so much more time to milk out muscle growth before even thinking about doing any of that. But I have thought about it, and it's very tempting, especially when you've competed in a non-drug tested show and seen what other people look like while on stuff, and it's very tempting, I'll be honest. Bringing it back to the original reason why I did this video, part of the question was, how do I recommend approaching this day? What's the best way to go about it? And these are just some of my tips that I think are beneficial, right? Day of you're about to cheat, reduce your meal by one meal. You have more calories to work with when the big meal comes. Do some more cardio, burn some more calories. That way, you're not in such a huge caloric surplus where you're storing a bunch of fat. Honestly, how you approach the holiday season, it's completely up to you. Some people, when they know they're gonna cheat, they're gonna lower their calories throughout the week. That way they have some calories left over that they didn't really eat beginning of the week to go ahead and indulge a little bit. As well as they'll do all the tactics as far as bumping their cardio up, doing more activity, doing those type of things. But really, if you have the understanding that calories in versus calories out is how you lose weight, if you want to just kind of say, hey, screw it over the holiday season, I'm gonna accept my weight gain, I'm gonna do what I feel like, but you understand calories in versus calories out, you know how to get back in shape. You know how to take the weight that you gain over the holiday season and lose it. And that's my kind of final tip of the entire day, is understand that it all comes down to calories in versus calories out. If you want to manipulate with that leading up in the holiday season, where hey, if I keep my calories in a certain range and I cheat on this day, then I'm not really going to gain any weight. I can maintain throughout the holiday season. Some people can even get leaner throughout the holiday season by just being in a deficit, having their one day of fun, and then going right back into a deficit and still progressively getting leaner throughout the holiday season. It's all up to you. It's all preference as far as how you approach those days, but understanding the main emphasis of it's calories in versus calories out. That's how I lose weight. That's how I keep the weight off if I start gaining weight. Eating lower calorie dense foods, making sure you're full. You don't go crazy from being hungry all the time. Binge out, especially in the holiday season, which is a recipe for disaster. So that's my final tip. Understand it's calories in versus calories out. Hope that the day that these tips will help as far as how to approach the holiday season, how to kind of manage your calories a little bit and set yourself up for success on those days where we eat a little bit more. If you guys enjoyed this video, do me a favor, hit that like button, leave a comment in the comment section down below. It helps with the algorithm, it helps with getting more traction on these videos, and I would greatly appreciate it. If you are new, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. Okay, we are chasing 1,000 subscribers. We wanted to hit it by the end of the year. If we don't, it's okay, but I still want to try and obviously go after 1,000. I'm wrapping the video up here. Leave a like if you guys enjoyed. Subscribe if you guys are new. It's real boy Joe. Peace.